It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Chapel Hill, North Carolina, Keenan Memorial Stadium, the home of the North Carolina Tar Heels. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the North Carolina Tar Heels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Seminoles will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense working from the pistol. Leaves it with the running back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block that. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll try the left side. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Tar Heels line up to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Nestles it in at the 35. He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. Release by the QB. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Looking for a man. It's Bickley. Got a man. It's Drake. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the 1st down.
There's a reason 3rd down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at 3rd down percentages. It tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins the football game.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The marker is at the 35, and they need to get it there to convert 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. And the Seminoles will call on their punt team. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Gets his first one of the day away. He might be a little stiff. They only used him twice in that loss a week ago. He gets it out to the 17, the cover unit right there to make the stop. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. That keeps the running game churning. Pickup of 5 to the 23.
Man, is it nice to be able to hand the football to a guy that can break tackles, that can make something out of nothing. Just, it makes it so much easier on offense. You can hit that big play, the big home run. Just the ability to break tackles can make a back really special.
The play action fake. Makes the grab on the back. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They get a nice pickup on this crossing route against the zone, and everybody executed in unison, Jesse.
Yeah, and Reese, this offense, they've got a plan in the passing game. They've got some stuff ready for man coverage, and they've got some zone beaters as well. You just saw one there on the crossing route.
And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding on the offense, accepted, so they'll back up and go at it again. Now it's 1st and 20 for the offense. Looking to throw. Under fire. A strike downfield. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Going to sling it on 2nd down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
The offense in its own end, still needing a couple of yards for the 1st down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. Pocket breaking down. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense took a little bit of a gamble, but they get the 1st down. Nothing to worry about, Reese.
Pressure coming. He uncorks a bullet to the right. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Runs through the tackle.
Well, he was trying to do it all by himself. At the end of the day, it's a tackle for loss.
I mean, the number of tackles he broke, at some point, somebody's got to get blocked to help the guy out a little bit.
Man, the defense was like a bunch of zombies on that last play. They just would not stop chasing that ball carrier.
Under fire. It's caught. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
And he's brought down at the line of scrimmage, and the ball will stay at the 2.
Offense tries to go RPO and hand off to the running back, but how about the defense up front? They're just too stout. They're not getting moved anywhere, and they're able to make a big-time play.
They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Running back looking for the end zone to the left. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
He'll be chased out of bounds inside his own 20 at the 18-yard line, and a great job of coverage there. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The give. Tried to move that pile forward. He maybe gets 2. He's down at the 21. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. Looking to throw, it's Bickley. Throws for the tight end. On target over the middle. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34.
Oh, that is a rope for the completion in this offense. I'll tell you, think about great Seminole quarterbacks, the 3 W's. Wenke, Winston, Ward. Dudes that could change the game. Heisman Trophy winners. Every defensive coordinator was scared every time they had to play the Seminoles because of that vaunted passing attack. And this guy, I think he has D coordinators seeing ghosts because this guy can play at a high level.
The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. They're setting up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up. Way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the front packages, the blitzes, put more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Noles will send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Catches it cleanly at the 20. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense.
Lots of room to run. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Got some room to run. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It's so nice to see defenders squeeze that pigskin. A lot of times in great position, you see them there to make the play, but there's a reason they play defense. Not this time. Great job securing the interception.
Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Back to throw, it's Bickley. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his second of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
This offense has it with really good field position. Here comes the heat. Finds his big tight end. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
That's just a tremendous individual effort by the defender. He's able to defeat his block and get to the ball and get the ball down on the ground. Very, very nice job.
Clock ticks down, under 4 minutes to go in the half. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Not just hard-nosed running, that's cement-nosed running as he gets it to the 25.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Tar Heels come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
Off play action on first down. Throws to the wideout. He just missed the target on that one. Got to put it on his body.
I love the decision by the quarterback. He found the open man, just don't love the throw. Got to be a little bit more accurate, make it easier on your target.
So now it's 2nd and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Handoff from the gun. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
The Tar Heels are moving quickly down the field. With the run on 1st and goal. Looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tar Heels. That his 40th career touchdown run.
This guy's had a lot of success throughout his career, but 40 touchdowns is something that's pretty commendable, David. He continues to challenge himself each and every game and every year to get better.
Yeah, just the consistency has been so impressive. The offense is built around him. Like, he's going to get the football, he's going to be featured, and still finds the end zone week after week.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To throw, it's Bickley. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through him. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the tight end. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw again. Going for the big play. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Now adjusting. He'll take another shot here. He's got it along the sideline. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout. And man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Bickley. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Unleashes one. Complete to the right. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Got his man to the left. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Power football with the run. They get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's a phenomenal job getting after the quarterback and getting a hit on him to affect his accuracy, because if they didn't get the pressure, that was going to be a touchdown. He had a guy wide open in the end zone. That was a golden opportunity, but the defense comes.
Touchdown, Florida State! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Wants to go up top on 1st down. He wants to take the top off. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
You don't get a lot of chances like that in games, guys. Take shots downfield, and when you get open, you got to finish the play, and the wideout's going to wish he had that one back.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Got it in the middle. It's Bowie. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Bowie. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Tar Heels headed quickly to the line. To the air on 1st down. Unloads it downfield. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp.
As a quarterback, this is going to be a very tough game. You're going up against one of the top 20 units in the entire country. They know who your primary target is. They're going to be keying on him just like they did that last time, forcing the incompletion.
Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Got the 1st down and more. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. The Tar Heels kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Pulls it in. It's Brown. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
Dead center perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And 3 more on the board, and this kicker is starting to get a reputation starting off the season. Hasn't missed yet. Nice to have a guy that you can really, really depend on.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Looking for a man. It's Bickley. He lets one fly deep. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the 1st half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big.
Defense was swarming around this quarterback, and he never had a chance to get it off. And down he goes, and we will head to halftime. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put total leather and get this 2nd half started. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the 2nd half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little 2nd half running the football Palmer out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the 2nd half so that they can win this game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. He's moving out of the pocket. Catch in the middle. It's Clinton. Turning it on. Really putting together a threat now. They get the 1st. It's at the 37. They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Leaves it with the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Bringing the heat. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. The defense coming up big there. The sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit, too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
And it's no good. He missed it. The missed field goal still leaves us with a double-digit deficit. Still a 10-point game. Here's the handoff. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Back to pass on second down. Got a man. It's Bowie. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
I think he's showing you his experience on that decision right there. There was nothing open, so don't try to force it into coverage. You've got the lead. If it's not there, just throw it away. The head coach loves to see his quarterback make that kind of decision.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. From the gun, running back on the move. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down.
Going for it all. It's picked off, and that's number 10. They make the stop right at the 10-yard line, but oh, what a turn of momentum with that interception.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
And the Seminoles in a good spot here with second and short. Wants to throw. It's Bickley. Moving away from pressure. Fires to the big fella. He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
This offense hasn't been able to generate a lot of points in this one. Here in the third quarter, you're seeing the defense and how much pride they take on being physical. It's not just stopping to run. Guys in the back end flying to the football in the air, getting hits on guys, that time on the receiver, knocking it loose.
This time he's got his man. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
let's not complicate this. My man is better than your man. Find your matchups and go get it.
The Knowles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
And you thought maybe in this second half this offense could just find a rhythm, find something to take advantage of this defense, but the defense has really had their number, not putting up a lot of points, and again, an empty possession right there.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And they can't connect, a costly turnover on downs.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
Looking left. He's got it. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be...
Touchdown, UNC! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. They'll try to add another to their lead. A score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time, but when you can use their big-bodied frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary and you make that big play.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Trailing now by 17, David, this is an opportunity that they need to answer.
And down by 17, it's not panic mode yet. Like, I know we just gave up some points and our defense hasn't played great. I think this offense can still be who they are and stay consistent.
No doubt, lots of football to go, but you do get the feeling this is the time of game where, you know, it could get bad. If you don't score and all of a sudden they get the ball back, they take it down the field and put some points up, this thing might be over. So absolutely, this quarterback, he wants to drive.
It's picked off. 13th time he's done that this year. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back.
And we know turnover margin is a huge part of winning ball games. Interception number 2, this quarterback has to do a better job of taking care of the football. Don't force it. Take the high completion percentage stuff. Don't always try to go for the big play.
Fights off the defender.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical and they're trying to stay on the field.
And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd.
Really nice job by the defense, playing aggressive, understanding it could be a running situation, but still playing disciplined enough to play the pass and be successful on that 3rd and short.
And the Tar Heels will go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep the drive alive. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
To the air, it's Bickley. Fires to the big fella. There he goes. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Love the route there by the tight end in man-to-man coverage. He's able to separate from the defender, and then once he has the ball, he's able to rip through the tackle and go get more yards.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Quick strike complete. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's taking the shot. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Corral held and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Now from inside the red zone. Fires to the right. And they will score. Touchdown, Noles. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he tacks on the extra point. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up one. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth-quarter finish. So the final period starts with a second down play. Quarterback making checks. To the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. Got him downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football, though.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion. The Tar Heels are on the move. Wants to go up top on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Finds his big tight end. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure?
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, let's recap that ACC matchup that has just gone final. Virginia took care of business today. I think their coach had their attention all week. And the end result was a focused group of Cavaliers that fired on all cylinders. One team will rise in the ACC standings while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Back to pass, it's Bickley. buying some time. He's going to take off. He goes out of bounds right at the 37-yard line. A good, productive play there to get things going.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man, though. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
Unloads to the wideout. Zips it out to his man. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down.
Catch and stride inside the 15. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point was good. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
And welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Oh, they're after him. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it. Touchdown, Florida State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
And the defense comes with the blitz. Nice job getting to the quarterback. And don't just get there. Try to strip that football out. They get the QB to the ground. The ball's out. They scoop it up, take it all the way back to the house for 6.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. This game might be out of reach by now, Jesse, if not for the benevolence of these guys.
I tell you, I give them credit offensively because they've been aggressive. They just haven't always...
And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Man, a lot of coaches talk about starting the drive positive and a first play that can get you going. The QB just kept backing up and going backwards, and that is not the start to the drive they were looking for.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. He's open on the right. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Complete to the right. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Big 3rd down for this defense. Listen, you've got to get the ball back. You know what they're doing. They're trying to run the football, but we need the clock to be on our side so our offense has some time. Got to make a stand right here on 3rd down.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. On target to the left. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
And that is big time, late in the game, that you can trust your quarterback to still throw the football because you know it's only a few more first downs, and this one's over. Nice to have a guy like that you can trust.
We'll head to the 2-minute timeout. Tight ball game here, and this offense will try to milk the clock. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion. They go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. You got to believe they just want to run it, take care of the football, and keep that clock moving on 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. That's caught. It's Bowie. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, wants to pass. Release to the back. Got his man. Touchdown, Tar Heels. A great catch and run for 6.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Bickley. Looking to buy time. Going to try to get it himself. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. To the air on 1st down. With the catch, it's straight. Found enough room to get it into enemy territory. They're down at the 43-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Going downfield for the big play. And they won't make the connection. Looking to make a big play there.
I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter. You're just trying to take a shot and see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, no! He got a step and just dusted the field.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
Moments there, but the hand defense team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a three-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
The Tar Heels inside the final minute trying to drain the clock. Running back searching for a hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
And the running game has collapsed so far on this drive, and now it's third down. Runs through a tackle. He won't get there. It'll bring up fourth down.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.